Welcome in, everyone. We have a few hours to go before we're all ringing in the new year together. Happy to have you all with us tonight. I have a special guest I'm going to bring in here in a few minutes, and that is Kari, aka SneakerPhetish. We are going to be going through pretty much, I guess I've done 40 sneakers now. How crazy is that? So I'm going to complete it with 50 of my top sneakers for the 2021 year. This will be some of my favorite collaborations done that exclude Jordan, as you guys already saw, my Jordan and New Balance and Yeezy, as well as my Dunk videos. If you haven't, be sure to go back and check all of those out. But tonight will be some of the sneakers that I haven't talked about yet. So pretty excited to talk about these. We've got the sneaker historian with us here tonight, so I'm sure he can fill everybody in on the history of the shoes, even though I'm going to be talking about, as well as his favorite picks. What's good, Sean, Anthony, Mace, Highness, Tremaine? Good to see you all in here. We're going to bring SneakerPhetish in and get to it. So everybody bring your best applause out. Welcome in.
I like it. Thank you. It's good to be here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for making the time. So, Kari has been moving, which we all know is draining. So, I'm so thankful that you took the time to hop on with me, Kari, before we all ring in the new year together and talk about sneakers. But you always have time for sneakers, right?
Always. Come on. Always.
Exactly. But I'm excited actually to get to these sneakers. I can't believe that I have showed people almost 50 sneakers.
Man, that's wild.
Crazy.
That's wild. Yeah.
A lot of people too, Kari, they play this game like, oh yeah, let's see it by the end of the year if you have your sneakers still. Like, well, 50 of them enough? I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. How many do we need to go next year? 100? I don't know. But 50 is a good run. So
50 is a good run. Yeah, I think so. And I think people could see even some of the ones that are on my wall that I haven't even mentioned. So I got plenty in this apartment, this tiny apartment that needs expanding, I think, in the next year or so. I'm going to need a completely... I think I got this neighbor next door, and when she's annoyed with me, you know what she does? She does her curtain.
Oh my
gosh. Really, like when she's upset, it's like, and you can just hear her yanking on it. I'm like, all right. I'm a little loud. I apologize. Yeah. My bad. But that's like the way that she talks to me. So, we have an understanding. I know when she's going to bed. I know when she's waking up. I know when she's taking a nap. I know when she just doesn't like me. So it is what it is.
We said it very well.
Exactly. It's a great relationship, it's a great understanding. I had one neighbor before that would do these different knocks on my wall. That was cool.
Oh, nice. I had somebody that used to like they'll either like do like a broom on their roof, my floor, right? And they'll be, hey, you're too loud type deal. That was when I used to live in the ghetto. Another story for another day,
Got great stories. Can't wait to be in an actual house one of these days without sharing a wall with somebody.
Preach. I hear you.
Waiting for that day. I can't wait for it to come. But until then, I will share this wall with my lovely, strange neighbor over there.
Very strange with the blinds. Yeah.
It's a different language. It really is. It's I like to call it my neighborly love language, but I'm sure that that's not what she thinks it is exactly.
No, I doubt it. But that's all right, though. She's missing out, right? You're the prize,
It really
Shay.
is.
Listen, if whoever's watching this, just remember, if you don't know anything else, live in 2021, Shay's the prize, right?
Exactly. Well, Kari, so let everybody know where they can find you on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm going to let my mods actually put some links in there, but definitely let the viewers know.
That's love. I appreciate it. Yeah. So SneakerPhetish everywhere. Super simple. Try to make it very easy. So SneakerPhetish with a PH on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I like to talk about sneakers, and a couple people tend to show up and listen to me for some reason. I don't know why. But
he knows a thing or two when he's talking, He's just a little tad bit of history here and there. If you really want to get the full lowdown on a shoe, definitely go check out SneakerPhetish's YouTube page. He definitely, I talk a little bit about history, but he goes deep. He gets in there. You know, I feel like I definitely don't even touch the amount of history that you go into when it comes to the shoe. So appreciate that.
Yeah, you do well.
I do have a degree, you know, Kari, in history, which is crazy. History was one of my favorite topics growing up, and even everybody in college used to think I was crazy. They're like, how can you read that many books? Because in all my courses, I mean, minimum a book a week was what you had to read. Minimum. If anything, it was usually 2 books a week that we would have to read. And I would have to write these papers that were like, you know, 40 pages long. It was insane. I honestly, to this day, don't realize how I wrote papers that long. And it was just, you know, why don't you tell us about the entire history of South Africa and do it in, you know, 50 pages if you can. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a great evening that I'm going to have with myself.
No problem at all. It's a lot. I was going to say, you and the library were best friends back in college, I feel.
Oh, I slept in the library a few times, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I was known to fall asleep in the library, sometimes the computer lab. Usually specific sections of the library, they would know where to find me. Wow. My roommate would usually come for me, and she would tap on me and be like, Maris, it's time to go back to the dorm room. I knew I would find you in here. I'm like sleeping inside the actual book itself. Surprised like the ink didn't come off on the side of my face while I was drooling on it. It's terrible.
That's hilarious. Did you have a favorite part of the library? Like, everybody's got a favorite corner. Did you have like a favorite like little corner?
You know, the way that our library was set up, which is cool, is you could actually go in these glass rooms and just like have that space to yourself. But usually they were taken, but sometimes there were, you know, little cubby hole rooms with the glass that you could like find for yourself. So I would just kind of hide out in there. Just because you know, history is funny. You have to retain so much information. And I was specifically an African history major. So the words that I had to learn were very complicated to pronounce, but also to spell. And the thing with our exams is you were not allowed to misspell any of the tribe members' names. If you misspelled anything, it did not count. So there were a lot of very, very intricate names that I would have to memorize. And, you know, I would laugh at myself because I was big in note cards. So I would have like 2,000 note cards on my floor. And my roommate would come in. I'd be like, don't move anything. This is how I memorize everything. If you move any of my note cards, I'm going to forget. I won't retain the information. So... yeah, those were good times. Those were good times. But sneaker history is a little bit easier on me, which is nice.
Yes. Wow.
A little bit easier.
You know your heritage, though. You know your heritage, so salute.
Yes, I do. I know it all the way back for hundreds and hundreds of years. And I used to be able to, you know, talk about each of the African countries. But that was a really hard map quiz, so I think I would fail that now, unfortunately. Yeah. I think I would get maybe 70% of it, and then I would be like, oh, God.
That's a C.
A couple countries. I know. A couple countries I'm forgetting. Welcome in, everybody who's jumping in with us. We've got SneakerPhetish, a.k.a. Kari, in the house with us this evening. We are going to be talking about some of our favorite collabs done this year in the year 2021, whatever we have left, I guess. I don't know, what time zone are you on, Kari?
Well, I'm on Central.
You're on Central.
Yeah,
that's right. So we're going to be hitting, you know, New Year's first on the East Coast. You'll be following us here shortly, but I'm excited for 2022, what it has to bring, and I'm happy to have met you towards the end of this year, Kari.
Listen, this is a highlight right here. Like, first of all, we're way overdue to connect.
I know, it's crazy.
This is amazing. I thank you for bringing me onto the platform. This is like this is a going out with a bang right here.
We are.
I'm good. So
starting 2022, jumping in the air as high as we can. Try to stay up there as long as I can. I was just actually showing earlier today my whiteboard, and people were freaking out because I was just saying how, I have actually I still have my whiteboard here, Kari. I can show you this. This is just, a few backlog sneakers that I've got here. 25 or something like that. I was trying to end the year without so many shoes on my list.
I get it.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. And then, every time I come home, my doorman's like, Maris, you got a package.
Something else. Right.
Lord. Okay, here we go.
Fun doesn't
Gotta
stop,
see what
right?
it is. Exactly. But you know what? It's like Christmas every day here, I feel like. I'm always getting some new sneaker package to unbox. And it's
Hmm.
giftly. It's nicely giftly type of wrapping, I guess. Paper box. Not really gift
Yeah,
wrapped, but it's paper box. It's good enough.
good enough.
Surprise
We'll
every
take it.
time.
It's good. Why
Exactly.
not?
We'll
We'll
take
take
it.
it.
What's good, Letitia, GT, Janet, Angela, Big J52?
They're
So many
coming in.
people coming in. I know it's New Year's Eve, and you guys are hanging out with us. So I appreciate you guys hanging out
Listen,
with Kari and I.
Shade, you got the juice in here. Look, somebody said Shade's been nonstop this week. She really has. Because y'all got to, like, on here. And then I've also been seeing her on Instagram, on Twitter. Like, yo, you are a machine. You know that?
Yesterday,
It's
I
like,
think I may have overdid a little bit, though, Kari. I went on
right,
live with Roscoe and Seth Fowler in the morning for a few
right.
hours, and then I went on again with Shake, and then I did a Supreme live because, I mean, why not?
Why
And
not?
then I was like, you know what? Let's just finish editing this video on the Yeezy Compacts and throw it up at like 4 in the morning because,
Yeah,
I can
why
do
not?
that. Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? But you beat the
Yeah.
algorithm. See, I love it because you don't post at a certain time. You don't have to. You know why?
Mm-mm.
Because you're shit. You don't have to post at a certain time. So I love it.
I keep everybody on their toes, as I like to say. So they know to
Mhm.
turn those notifications on, right, everyone? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and be
Get
sure to
it.
turn on the notification bell because that's the only way that you're going to know when I'm posting. It's the only way that you can alert yourself as to when my crazy late night self will be posting a video. I know people have been like, you're like Delilah. Your voice is so relaxing. Midnight hits and Delilah steps in and it's,
There you
Shade
go.
Isla.
ASMR. There, see, that's your
Yes.
new wave right there.
Putting people
ASMR.
to putting people to sleep, talking about sneakers. It's a new wave.
Hey, I like that though, because then they'll keep the
Mm-hmm.
video running, right? Then you got all the
Exactly.
watch time. Boom.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I can
Yeah.
put some relaxing music on for people if you want to request that
Yes.
later on. Just making your peaceful nights a little more peaceful.
I love it. Shay MSR, right?
Yeah.
Shay AMSR. Boom. Done. Done. Good night, everybody. It's been fun.
I know. Car's like, and we're gonna play the quiet music now. No, we want to keep everybody up before midnight. I'm trying to get Kari to stay up. I know you may fade, but you can do this,
Man,
Kari. I have faith in
listen,
you.
we'll see. I'm tired, but you know what? Because you said it, I'm gonna get some 5 hour energy. Like with your videos, do you do anything like that? Like, do you have to do the 5 hour energy or late night coke or anything?
Rockstar is my sponsor, so you know what my go-to energy drink is.
There you go,
Wink,
Rockstar.
wink.
Okay. Shout out
Rockstar
Rockstar.
all day.
I
That
like it.
sugar free is my jam, but I'll do sugar once in a while if I'm feel a little spicy. Really
Yeah,
want to
all
amp up
right.
my game. But thank
Yeah.
you for Rockstar for sponsoring this one, keeping me up and motivated on a continuous basis.
Ooh, Rockstar. That's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, let's get ready, Kari. You guys ready for
Ready?
Kari and I to start with our number 10 and jump on in to talk about what our number 10 spot goes to for collabs? I don't even know. I can't even remember. The sneakers just start blending together at a certain point.
Okay.
I literally forgot a dunk earlier today, and
Oh, wow.
it's because I couldn't see the box. I was staring in my living
Mhm.
room, and there's boxes everywhere. I'm like, I'm missing something. What could I
Yeah.
be missing? And then it just finally occurred because somebody in my chat actually was like, Maris, where's the chocolate milk and strawberry dunks? I was like, oh my God, how could I miss that?
There you go. It's hard though. It's been so many shoes. There's so many to keep up with. It's tough to, keep all that in mind. So I get
This
it.
was actually a jam-packed year. We definitely had a
Nice.
quiet year in 2020, and all of a sudden the brands were like, you know what? Let's just go hard. Let's do this.
Listen, everybody wanted all the money this year, and a lot of brands got a lot of mine. I'm gonna tell you that
Mm-hmm.
right now. So it was a banner year for so many brands, but I mean that's why sometimes you gotta have multiple top tens because it's hard to condense it all into 10, right? You gotta
I
parse it
had to
out.
do it. And I always put the disclaimer in there, everyone. This is Cara and I's favorite top 10. So if you would like to create your own top 10, you are more than welcome to. But we all have our own individual opinions. So if this is not your top 10, that's okay. That's what makes the love for sneakers so amazing, because we all get to have our own favorite picks. Can you imagine if we all wore the same sneakers? We would hate each other. It would suck.
Oh, gosh.
No individuality.
It'd be awful.
It would be terrible.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine.
So when people get upset about, having different favorite top 10s, I'm like, you want that. You want people to have differential opinions, because we would all be wearing the same thing. And then it just wouldn't be as cool.
Exactly. Now, I will say, it would be, I could roast a lot more people's fits though, right? Because people try to get off with bad fits with different shoes. But if everybody had the same shoe and it was a level playing field,
okay, that's true. I don't know why. I went to like charter school or something with this, and I'm thinking we're all in uniforms and the same pairs of shoes.
Yeah. Now, touche. Right now, that's the case. Hey, it is what it is. So.
Right, then we're all screwed. We all look the same. You're gonna have to do something different with your hair or something, Cara. You're gonna have to put like some curl wig on or something to differentiate yourself. Dye it. I don't know. Something.
I used to have braids back in the day. I could bring my braids back. Yeah.
Oh man, Cara, we got to see that photo. Cara in braids. I can't even imagine you in braids.
Throwback Thursday. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Throwback Thursday. Gotcha. All right. Well, we are due for a photo one of these days, Cara. You're gonna have to let the viewers see you with braids on. Don't roast my fits, Nicholas. Cara's not roasting you. He can't see what you look like. Thankfully, it's just a circle, so he's okay.
Shout the legend in the building. That's my guy right there. But yeah, we're roasting you too, just so you know.
All right. So, Kari, I'm gonna play a video for my number top 10, and then we'll see what your top 10 is. But here we go, everyone. The ready-made blazer mids go down as my top 10. I never would have thought that I would actually be interested in the blazer high. I've never really liked blazer highs. And then I saw this one, and it gave me this like off-white feel to it. Even though this is not an off-white collab, just the color scheme and everything was giving me that kind of vibe. But I do love how different the swooshes, the textures on this are different. It's just a really kind of artsy shoe. Even the bottom of the midsole has this really kind of cool molding that they used on it. And the top of the toe box here, it's actually like a felt material, which is interesting. So they really played with textures on this one. And, it's like there's hints of that bright pop of color, but it's not like they oversaturated the shoe. I'm going to actually show you up close so you guys can kind of see the textures on this blazer. But I think it just was a really well done collaboration.
Okay, so the shoe. Okay, I'm starting off spicy tonight.
You go with spicy on us. Okay, don't hold back, Kari. Just bring it out. We're ready for you.
Spicy. Okay, so here's the deal. Now, I actually put this on my top 10 worst shoes of 2021. But hear me out. I did, but hear me out though. It's not because it's a bad shoe. I'm not mad at Ready Made and I'm not mad at the blazer. It's because it was too abstract for Kari. All right. So you made a good point earlier, and I want to make sure people understand this, right? Like your top 10 is your top 10. It's an individual taste. So
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that would never step foot in a shoe like this.
Exactly. It was rough for me, but I can't dress like you. I can't dress like Shade. Like I'm in a staple hoodie that I got gifted. Shout to the brand. But I'm not gonna lie. Now, did you do on foots of these?
I did.
I was gonna say I feel like I saw you in these because you can pull the fit off. Now, what I need is styling tips from Shade. Help me.
You got it, Kari.
Pull off the ready-made blazer.
I can do that.
All right, I'm gonna take the challenge for the ready-made. So I wasn't a fan, but that was a personal thing because I really don't know how the hell to dress. But I'm not mad at the shoe. The shoe really did.
Pulled out my off-white bomber coat, and it's reversible. So it's orange on the interior, and it's black on the exterior. And that's one of my favorite coats. This is like the perfect combo for that coat. So I had to wear it. It really did.
Okay, now that coat,
Did I say off-white? Sorry, that was Vetmont. I totally butchered that. Can't even keep my
Oh,
brand straight. It was my Vetmont
oh,
coat.
okay. Oh yeah, the one you had in the video clip. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that coat was fire. Now, that's out of my tax bracket, a coat like that, but it's very nice. So
Sales,
definitely.
Kari. I'm a queen at finding the deals. I love 80% off. That's like where I love my price points to be. 80% though, with additional percent off on top of that,
Listen,
extra points.
listen. Let me tell you, Saks, Neiman's, that's a cheat code right there. The sale on top of the sale. Mhm.
It's when you got to do it. Actually, I always wait till after Christmas because after Christmas is the best time to shop. Everybody's trying to get rid of their inventory. They're trying to move in their new season. So I always wait till winter time in like January, February to pull the trigger on like pieces I've been waiting in my wait list. So
Smart.
it's the way to
That's
do
very
it.
smart.
Your wish list. Just create that wish list and just pray that it goes on sale and it's in your size still.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Listen, the pain of seeing that price and seeing it's in a small or an extra small.
Oh,
Man,
Car, you better let me know if it's a small or extra small. That's me. That's me over
I
here.
got you. I got you. I'm gonna buy it, send it
All
to the
right.
house.
All right, let me know. Let me know if that's the sizes left in the inventory. I'll take it.
Done.
So, what is your top 10, Kari? Let's see it.
Ooh. Okay. So,
What is your number
so
10?
fair warning. Most of my sneakers are like gone. So
It's cool.
I'm
It's all
just
right.
like trying to figure this thing out. I'm just
We
playing
have
it
to
by
give him a pass card, everybody. He's been moving, so
right.
he
I've been
has no
moving,
clue where
so
anything is.
I don't know. I have a couple shoes here. I have a couple shoes here, just a
Hmm.
couple. I don't even know if I got 10. So I'm gonna defer to my
Well, if
guys in
you
the
have
comments.
something and I actually have it, then I'll pull it out for you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I
Let's
can
see.
do
Okay.
that. It's like phone a friend for a shoe.
Love it. Okay. So I got. Okay. So the first one I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with this one here. So I do have one that I want to talk about. So this right here is homework Saucony. So this
Ah,
is
Saucony.
Trinidad.
I never would have guessed you for a Saucony kind of guy.
Hey, we're all over the place. We're all over the
I
place.
love a good Saucony.
We're all over the place. So this is the Trinidad James Saucony Jazz 81 with his new brand Homework. So shout out to Trinidad on this one. He did a great job with this, good materials and a great price point, $100. A little controversy behind these because on the inside of the tongue, I'm going to show you guys here, there's a little flower, and that's supposed to be the hibiscus flower. And they said that it was supposed to be the flower of Trinidad and Tobago, but in fact, it is not the
Ooh.
flower of
Oh no.
Trinidad and Tobago. So a lot of Trinidadians were very upset over this shoe when it dropped.
Ooh.
So there was some controversy,
Little mess up on the history there.
a little
Whoa.
mess up on the history there. But nevertheless, I like the shoe a lot. It's still dead stock. I haven't worn it.
So I actually have seen that shoe. It was actually they had a whole setup at Complex Con. It was actually really cool. It looked like an actual school. They had the locker set up. They had the desk. They were giving out like erasers and pencils. This one girl, I had to go up to her. I was like, man, the drip that you were wearing. She was in just the coolest outfit and she killed her look with those Sauconys. Made me want to buy them right then and there. I was like, oh man, do I pull the trigger? I'm like, nope. I told myself I wasn't buying anything at Complex. Nope.
I get it. Trust me, I understand completely. I get it. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's a
that's
beautiful
nice.
shoe. I think Saucony, honestly, like packaging wise, storytelling wise, they do some of the best releases. Like I got the wasabis and I thought they were so fire. It came with chopsticks, the wasabi and soy sauce and everything. I was just like, how do they get these details so perfect?
So good.
Just
So
makes me
good.
want to not wear the shoe. Actually, it's almost like a piece of art of some kind,
No, that's fair.
right?
Yeah, but that's mine. I feel like we might actually blend on some of our shoes too. So I feel like some of yours might already be on my list, but we're gonna wait and see.
That's my wasabi, I'm thinking. Sorry, this is Asics. Sorry, Team Asics. Yeah, that's an Asics shoe. There's another Saucony I
Wasabi
got,
was
though,
an
that had to
Asics?
do... Yeah, it was Asics.
Oh, I'm
Asics been
tripping.
killing it, too. That's got to be like an honorable mention, the ice creams. I totally even spaced. See,
Asics have
my
amazing.
brain is flailing over here with the sneakers I have in my inventory. I'm like, can't even
It's
keep the brand
okay.
straight.
It's okay. I get
But
it.
Saucony, Saucony had a light year. I was hoping that they were actually going to release a lot more sneakers this year, but we didn't get too much from them. So I'm hoping this coming year we're going to see a little bit more heat coming out.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, hopefully so.
We will see. So on to number 9. This is my number 9. This was actually at Complex Con as well. All right. I selected the BBC Pharrell edition of the NMDs, and this is the famous astronaut on it. And so I saw these at Complex, but it actually had the dog, not the astronaut on it. But just the gray and the pink laces. It's been a minute since I've actually wanted an NMD, to be honest with you. And I saw these and I was like, wow, that color is so fire. It came with the gray laces, so I took the gray laces off and I actually put the pink laces on. I was like, that's it. That's a fire combo right there. That dark kind of charcoaly gray with the pop of pink on it. And they're just so comfortable.
So
this was actually the one. So they didn't have it in this color. They had this gray with the dog. So this was the dog that they had at Complex Con. But I'm obsessed with, the color combination on the NMDs that they've been releasing lately. So I really hope that, I know that they're not as popular as they once were, but, I love what they're doing and I love the color combinations that they've been coming out with.
Agreed. No, actually, that was on my list as well. So I'm actually glad that you brought those up because that was going to be my next pick. My guy that's in the chat, Nicholas, he got a pair, and I actually slept on them at first. I was like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff dropping, but then I saw them on foot, and when I saw them on foot, I thought to myself, I really shouldn't have slept on this shoe. And now I'm going to have to go and try to double back and go get them. They look so nice. So the astronaut versus the dog, is there like a reason for the difference? Did you get like a sample? Because I know you get samples and stuff too.
Yeah, so the one they released at Complex Con was the gray and pink colorway with the dog. And that was like specific to Complex Con. And then they released after that the astronaut one.
Got it.
But these are just very symbolic of Billionaire Boys Club. So those are the two most famous, images that they've used on tees and decks and you name it. So they brought them back and put them on the sneakers. So I just, I love both the olive and just charcoal tone that they came out with. I think it's fire and so comfy. Can't complain.
Oh my gosh. NMDs, NMDs, I don't want to, harp too much. I know we got a lot of shoes to run through, but, NMD really had a wave. So your personal opinion, is the NMD craze declining, or do you think that like BBC and certain collabs can keep that hype going for NMD?
I think there are these ebbs and flows, and Pharrell was really just like the pinnacle fashion icon for a really long time. And I just remember seeing him on The Voice, and everything he was wearing, I wanted to wear. Even with, CDG and the hearts, like he was the one rocking those. He really made that just go viral. And so, I think there's just a time and place for everything. And, depending on whether or not they're going to decide to even like triple up on collabs and things like that, I could see, BBC coming back. But I think after the Chanel package, that was like so hype. And then it was kind of like, okay, what next? What can we do now? Like we've partnered with Chanel. What else can we go big, beyond that? And they were just, pumping out NMDs left and right. So, it's like you could do that with Jordan 1 highs all day and people are going to go crazy for it. But, I think it just goes to show that it doesn't work that way with every single collaboration and silhouette. Like it just, depends on where that generation's at. And so I think maybe next year they may be focusing in on, trying different things, but I love how they ended the year, with these two colorways.
Agreed. Yeah, no, they did an incredible job. And I've always loved the NMD. It did feel like the NMD started to decline and it gave way to Boost. And it felt like Boost really took off after that. It's like the Ultra Boost phase and of course, the Yeezy wave and everything. But man, NMD's a special place in people's hearts. I mean, those used to be
so hard to get. They were so hard to get. No one could get an NMD. I mean, it was near impossible.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
But
that's oh my gosh. Forget about it. So yeah, no, that's good. No, I love that's a great pick there. I love those. Those are like I said, those are actually on my list as well. So good pick.
All right. So we may see this.
Good pick. Good pick. Good pick. I like
So what
that.
is your number 9, Kari?
So my number 9, it's actually going to be really, really, really obscure. I don't have it. It is packed up. I doubt anybody even has it, honestly.
So I may not be able to pull this one for you.
I doubt it. It's another obscure brand we don't talk about much, but it's actually a K-Swiss. And it's
K-Swiss. I got a lot of K-Swiss.
It was a collab that K-Swiss did with Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
They did a collab with Breaking Bad through Greenhouse. So you know Greenhouse, the incubator with Foot Locker.
Mm-hmm.
So they did some really, really fly collaborations. And I believe it was this year. God, I hope I'm right on that. But they did a collaboration, a K-Swiss with Breaking Bad, and they made it look. Did you ever watch Breaking Bad? Did you watch the show?
Kari, I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Did you know this about me?
Oh boy! Yeah,
I am from that. I know every place that they shot at on Breaking Bad. I am a huge fan. I would bring out my U2s actually right now. I still need to do a video on that, but I have the whole U2 set for Breaking Bad. Let me see if I can bring this shoe up for everybody.
Yeah,
but
my list is tainted if it wasn't 12 because I was like, was that 2021 or 2020? I feel like it was 2021, if not early. But
is it orange? Is the shoe orange? No, it's white and orange.
No,
Breaking Bad 2, K-Swiss US.
They look like. Now I got to look it up too. They look like the Winnebago. They look like the Winnebago. That's how they were.
Breaking Bad and K-Swiss Cook-Up Potent Footwear 2020. I wonder if this one is it. Is it yellow?
No, it's like a
or beige
neutral tone.
Yeah, yeah. Is this okay? It's this one. Let me pull up this one here.
Yeah.
Okay, K-Swiss. Didn't even realize they had done something like this before.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. It looks like, you know what, they did a couple, Kari. Okay, let me see if I can show the screen here. But do you see? Are these the ones you're talking about?
Yeah, on the left hand side. Yep, those. Yep, on the left and the back. Yeah, the ones with the colors around the rand of the shoe. Those were the ones that I
Heisenberg on the bottom.
Yeah, I wore those more than I thought they would. Now, were those 2021 or were those 2020? Because if I messed up my list,
I think this was 2020.
Yeah, I think they were earlier than that. So I might. So y'all can get on me in the comments because I was like, I can't remember when that shoe dropped, but I loved it so much. So okay,
yeah, no, it's cool. Let's let me see. So it's this one. They came out with 3 different what? Oh, look, no products in this collection found. Sorry, everybody, you can't buy this.
No, you definitely can't buy it.
You can't buy it now.
Man, but they were really, really good when they dropped. They sold out immediately. And actually, I got gifted the shoe from Greenhouse, and they sent it to me with like a whole package. So you'll appreciate it. So it looked like the chicken. It looked like the tubs that they used to, hide the stuff.
Pollo Hermanos, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So it was a whole vibe, man. And so the show was incredible. I love that shoe. So that was my pick. But man,
2019 Kari, actually. Sorry, I was off there. 2000. It's okay. Time flies. It's crazy. Time flies. But hey, you know what? If that's what you've been rocking this year.
Y'all welcome to this.
I love Breaking Bad. So hopefully they'll come back with something else. Even have you seen Better Call Saul, which is also phenomenal?
Amazing show. Oh my gosh. I love a good backstory. Right. Mm-hmm. And so a good backstory means everything to me. So with that, yeah, an incredible backstory. Yeah, for sure.
Welcome in everybody who's joining us. What's up, Rudy? Yep, I'm getting ready to party after this. After we're off here, guys, I'm gonna go celebrate, bringing in the new year. But Kari and I are just getting down to number 8 on our list for our favorite collabs done in 2021. For those of you who don't know Kari, he goes by the name of SneakerPhetish, has a YouTube channel as well, does an amazing job with the history on sneakers. He also is on Twitter and has his own space there, as well as has Instagram, so be sure to go and follow him. But we're just, getting through this list. We've got, I think, some more interesting sneaker picks here, which I think maybe most of you would not have picked in your top 10, but that's what makes this list fun. So let's get to it. We got number 8. Let me play my video. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This was an interesting one, the undercover overbreak.
Yes.
I really love what they did with this silhouette. They really just reconstructed it. And I love when I see collaborations and the collaborator just takes the shoe and turns it into something so different. I think it's harder to think out of the box that way, versus just adding really cool colors when they're able to actually manipulate that silhouette and change the feel and look of it. They did such an incredible job with this. I love the colorway, but let me just get up close so you guys can actually see the textures on this and how crazy this shoe is.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was such a good shoe. Oh my gosh. I loved it so much when it dropped. And people kind of slept on this shoe a little bit when it dropped, but if you wanted it, it felt like you had to have it. Like, I had friends literally like, dude, can you help me get the undercover? Can you help me get the overbreak? And yeah, I mean, can we see the toe box? Yes. The chaos and balance. I love that detail. Love that detail. Chaos and balance. What do you think? Is that like a
story of my life? I'm a Libra. Okay. I'm balanced, but I'm chaotic all the time, trying to balance out things. But I have whiteboards that are hectic and chaotic, and they overwhelm me and give me a quick little eye twitch, from time to time. But you got to balance yourself out at the same time, and us Libras are always trying to balance everything. We want everyone to be happy.
And I'm a Scorpio, so I'm like a different kind of energy, man. It's like either fiery or I'm just kind of like laid back. And but the balance, I struggle with.
That's right, Letitia. These also did come in another colorway. So if you weren't feeling the cream, these also came in black. I preferred this one over the black, but I love a good black because, as you know, I hate getting my sneakers dirty. These have been destroyed. I'm actually looking at the sides of them. I don't even know how I got dirt on the sides of these, but when you live in New York, you just never know when you step outside your door what you're going to step on. So that's why I got my shoe cleaner.
That's right.
So what is your number 8, Kari?
So another one, don't have somewhere, but I chose the Bape Superstar Adidas shell toe.
Oh, okay.
I like that shoe a lot. Do you have those by any chance?
I actually did not get those.
Oh, that's rough. Okay. I know a few people in the comments, they probably picked them up. They went.
A lot of fans of that. I've never been a huge Bape person in general, so I think that's why I didn't go so crazy over it. But, I get the craze. I think that the camo look of this was fire, so I can't hate. So nice. But I think they did a great job with this sneaker, and I've seen a lot of people rocking this, actually.
Yeah, they were really, really popular. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's such an interesting.
So you guys can see it.
I love that. Bape as a whole has always been a company that really intrigued me. Just how they came to be, the controversy with the Air Force One lookalike shoe, and how they've just kind of cemented themselves as just icons. Nigo, just cemented himself as an icon, and so seeing some of the collabs that they've done and how all these years later they make so much noise still, it's mind-boggling to me, So, classic.
I love the Superstar. Listen, that was my jam in high school and middle school. I always had a Adidas Superstar somewhere in my closet, and it was the affordability. My mom gave me a budget, and it was around $45, and that was with her discount. She worked at Nordstrom, so it was like, what do you want in this price range? And I always went after the Superstars. So definitely a fan of the silhouette, and I think they did an impeccable job with the detailing on it as far as the camo goes. I'm a sucker for green, so
you go. There you go.
Definitely think that this is a solid number to have in your top 10, Kari.
There you go. That's mine.
All right, let's bring us back here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I honestly didn't go for the sneaker. I knew about it. I think I just didn't wait to pull the trigger. And with these, I mean, they just go so fast.
I get it. Yeah, that's the hard thing about it, right? Like you can't go back, and I miss those days of being able to weigh it out. Nowadays everything feels almost like a panic buy. Like you can't even think about it. You just gotta buy
No,
it.
this is what I tell people, you got to know your sizes too. That is an issue a lot of people have with Adidas, especially. The sizing is a little strange, and I've done it myself many times where I've ordered the wrong size. Like I even did it with the Sean Witherspoons. I got a size that was too big. So I was like, damn, I gotta go back now, and I gotta actually order my size. But of course it was sold out by then. So you don't really get second opportunities. In the sneaker world, there's no second chances. It doesn't work like that, really.
Unless you want to pay a ton of money, so. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's my biggest advice. If you know that you want a shoe and, there is a general release that's just kind of sitting in store, like go and try on the shoe and you'll be way more prepared before the drop and you'll know that you're actually getting the right size because nothing hurts worse than getting the wrong sneaker size. It's terrible.
Listen, that's a fact. I've been there. Too many times to mention, but I've been there.
Daniel Martin, what are you doing? Guilty as charged. Panic buying. I know, we're all guilty. Stressing out. I'm like, oh God, what size am I in Crocs? I took a fat L today, everybody. I really wanted the Palace Crocs today, and those sold out in seconds. The bots just annihilated that website today. Didn't have a chance in hell with my fingers.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. But I knew bots would get it, but I still, for whatever reason, had a chance. I was looking at my phone like a dummy and just let it go through the queue and then sold out. So, oh well.
Can't win them all, Kari. Can't win them all. We just gotta move on to the next with a smile and hope that we get more W's.
That's it. That's all we can do.
Speaking of this shoe, I actually don't even think I have it around me. I don't even know where I put these guys, so you guys may just have to look at the video here for my number 7. But I got this shoe actually in 2 different colors because I was so obsessed with it. And I got it on sale, 70% off, which is pretty crazy. I didn't think these were going to go on sale, to be honest with you. I thought that this shoe... Oh, I do have them. I'm not going crazy. I was like, I think I'm staring at them, but maybe I'm not. But I got this sneaker in 2 different colorways. I'm obsessed with them. I wear them all the time. This was actually a reboot and re-release on these, but here is the video. All right, so I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. I always have been. And these actually were first released when Jurassic Park came out, which is why they're called the Carnivores. This is a Cdg collab, and I just am obsessed with this sneaker because it kind of almost has this futuristic look to it. And this one specifically kind of gives me boot vibes at the same time, but it's still a sneaker. But it's just so sleek in the black colorway, but I had to get the white too. I fell in love with the white one as well. I couldn't decide which one I wanted. 70% off, Kari.
70% off? That's incredible.
70. This is what I always tell people. You got to be patient sometimes with the designer shoes. If you really, really love it, just be patient, and usually it will go on sale and you'll get, a nice savings on it. And I was patient with these and I was able to get both colors for basically the price of one, which is pretty crazy.
Ooh. That's incredible. Like you won. Like, just so you know, you won. You won 2021 with those. Such a good shoe. A classic silhouette right there. We talk history, and we talk about, my love of and your love of history. And, the Carnivore is, to your point, it's so 90s. And so CDG coming back and doing that, that kind of night and day pack with such an amazing that a lot of people are not hip to, right? they bodied it. CDG had a hell of a year, and they really stepped it up with those. And can we talk about the Soul Flies, the Jordan 1 lows, right? With that takes homage from the other carnivore, So
Yeah.
there you go, and just
I love
such a good,
these.
such a good
It's
shoe.
it's
I
such a
grew
good
up with it.
shoe. It can be like super high fashion too, which is what I love about it because I am in the fashion industry, so I love just taking it up a notch. Sometimes going to my castings and girls are like, "What do you have on your feet?" Not white Air Force Ones, that's for sure.
No,
It's
something
all
different.
anybody wears in my industry. So it drives me
Right?
crazy when I walk into a casting. There's like 40 girls, and I look at their feet, and they all have the same sneaker on, every single one of them. And I'm just like,
Everybody.
can we have a little
Everybody.
diversity here? Just a little bit. I almost want to like hit the wall and be like, listen up, everybody. We got to talk about your sneakers. We need some variety. I don't care if it's a different color. I don't care what, but
Right.
just give me something different.
Right.
Differentiate yourselves from each other, please.
Listen, and thank you so much for going with, a white and black sneaker and proving, right, that different women like different things in sneakers, right? Not everybody has the same color palette, the same, desires as far as that goes. You can rock an all white or an all black. It doesn't have to be an all pink or an all purple or all this or
Yes.
that, right? And it
People,
can still be
they just
black.
don't think outside of the box. Like in my industry, God, Fila had it. Oh, never went down that road. Sorry, girls. Fila, whew, that had a minute in my industry, and I'm just looking around like, you girls are already 6 feet tall. Like, what are you doing with Fila right now, trying to be 6'2", 6'3"?
Stacked up.
Like,
Yep.
what is going on here? But I never, that was like one of the years, I just remember every single girl was wearing Fila on her feet.
Yeah.
And now it's the Air Force One whites. I get it. My industry goes through trends, and they're just seeing what other girls are wearing on their feet to decide what they should be wearing. But I've been telling a lot of my girlfriends to watch my channel. I've been giving a lot of my girlfriends sneakers. So,
There you go. Nice.
one by one, I'm going to change them all.
I like it. You know what? Be the trailblazer. Be the trend, right? You're already an innovator out here. You're changing the game. You're changing the sneaker game. Why not change the modeling game as well? And, tell
Yeah.
everybody what. I like
I'm
it.
starting terrible habits for my friends. I feel so bad for them.
It's all right. We welcome them in. I just helped somebody get their first pair of Jordans a couple days ago, a bubblegum, the Atmosphere Jordan 1. And,
That's a good one. It's great. I
that's
just got mine in. I love them. The pearlescent pink on those. Whew.
so good, right? So
It's
nice.
beautiful.
So, are we getting videos and fits? Are we getting fits with the bubblegum? Did we get it already?
The plan was to have that out tonight, Kari, but that just is not happening. It's not.
Okay.
Nope.
That's okay.
Not enough time in the day. And when the days are shorter, it's so frustrating for me because I lose my light. And I love shooting outside in natural light so you can really see the product. But I'm definitely going to try and aim for this weekend. So definitely turn on those notifications, everyone. Hit that like button, everyone, as well, for a Happy New Year. Let Kari and I know that you love what we are talking about this evening and that you're happy to be here. But yeah, I love just helping people really understand the sneaker culture a little bit more in depth, and there's so much room for all of us. So any of my girlfriends that I could help educate and talk to them into buying more sneakers, I'm all about it. But it puts a smile on my face though, seeing like how excited they are when they wear it. Like my friend Brooke actually wore her first pink Dunks for the first time, and she goes, "Maris, like, I already got 2 compliments from 2 guys." I was dead. I was dying. Because they're getting compliments for the first time on their sneakers. And it's just like this new world has been opened right in front of them. It existed the entire time, but they just didn't know about it.
Exactly, right? And now, see, it opens up new worlds. It opens up new opportunities, even possibly. You never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm telling you, you don't always want to look like everybody else out here. Do something different. You got it.
Exactly. So what is your number 7, Kari?
So mine is a little obscure. It's a little obscure. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. If you own it, I'll be very impressed. So Salehi Bembry had a hell of a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what a lot of people didn't really look at was that he actually did another collaboration with a brand called Anta. And so he came out with a shoe with Anta that I thought was super dope. It looked almost like it had like a cage around it, like a brownish cage around it. The shoe itself was like a turquoise greenish kind of, I want to say, but it was a Salehi Bembury Anta collaboration. It was so dope. Let me see if I can find it
Anta.
as
I
well.
think I
Um,
remember seeing this in an
yeah,
article somewhere.
what I'm talking about.
But it came in different colors, right?
Yeah, it came in different colors. Yeah, it had a weird. It didn't have like a traditional like name for the shoe. It was almost like a model number for the name. That's kind of how
Mm-hmm.
Anta does.
Anta
Um,
SB02. I actually found it on StockX.
is that
So
it? Okay,
let me
is
actually
that it?
just share the
That's fine.
screen and you let me know. Is this it? This is crazy.
See, yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. So yeah, that's the black.
Wow.
That's
That's
the
a
black.
crazy looking shoe, but that's fire actually. I haven't seen
I
anything like
liked
that.
it so much. I liked it so much. So I was like, that's so different. It's so obscure. And tonight we're talking different, right? And so that was one that I was like, I hear you. And look at the price, right?
It's a
Like,
great price. Daniel Martin's over here, like you said, Salehi Bembury. Shades like, tell me more. You know me
did
too
I say
well,
that?
Daniel. What's up, Marius Johnson? Welcome in.
I said the magic word, Salehi Bembry.
All you had to say was Celebrity. You didn't even need to give me more, but I'll
There you
take the
go.
last name too. This is a really, really cool shoe. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy because, you get these phenomenally talented creators and they start doing so much with different brands that you overlook sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is
You
definitely
really did.
one I overlooked. I think this is a really, really cool and intricate midsole on it. I mean, the midsole is basically see-through, which is
Isn't it
crazy.
crazy? Isn't it
Yeah.
nuts? I just so different, but I was like, that's so cool. These are shoes that like I see, I really like, buy them in and stuff like that. And it's like I know it's not the hottest thing on YouTube. I know it's not gonna get the most likes, clicks, and stuff like that. But you like what you like, like you're going for
Yeah.
something different. So,
The
yeah,
end of the day, it's all up to you and what you care about, what you like at the end of the day, and you're the one that's wearing it, right? And it's your
bingo.
money, as I say. I'm like, listen, it's my money at the end of the day, and it's my body that I'm putting it on. So at the end of the day,
That's
it's
it.
the only thing that matters is whether or not I'm going to wear it. I feel confident in it. Because I feel like there are some people that buy shoes that they don't really like, but it's a trend for other people. And you can
Oh
really see when people don't have confidence with what they're wearing. And
no.
it's just like, even heels sometimes. I see poor girls just
Oh
killing
yeah.
themselves walking in heels. And they look like, they maybe twisted their ankle or something, but it's just because the heels hurt them. I'm like, girl, just take it off. You'd look so much sexier in a nice, comfy pair of sneakers right now. Like, just take
Yes.
the heels off.
Please, please. Like you don't
Guys
have to
don't find
impress
that
me.
attractive. Like, they'd rather go up to somebody who has, like, a really confident walk than somebody that's, like, gimping over to them because their feet hurt.
You get it. How come other people don't get this?
I
Like,
talk
you're
about
gonna
this all the
impress me
time,
what you
Kari.
want. Yes, just keep it comfortable. Like, I'm gonna look
Mm-hmm.
at you like you're weird right now for being now I'm uncomfortable. Now we're both uncomfortable. Now the date's over. Right? So
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
What's up, everyone? We are making it to our number 6. I'm going to play my video so we can hop on into it. All right, everyone. We are back. And this was actually a special package that was sent to me. It was really cool. I was obsessed with the package, the wrapping paper actually that they sent to me. Every detail was just so fire. This was like the perfect holiday gift. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better shoe just because I was such a huge Home Alone fan growing up. But the details and the trinkets that they put in this, I mean, everything just fit the movie so perfectly. And the friends and family actually got this really cool battle plan inside.
That's
And
so
this,
cool.
not exact, but pretty close to Macaulay Culkin or Kevin's design of, his battle plan that he put together. But I mean, these details are just so quirky. And I even got an actual ticket for his flight, which is really
Oh
cool
my
as
god.
well.
Wow. Wow. That's so cool.
but the details that, they went through and the effort they went through was just really, really spectacular. And all parts of this have something to do with the movie. So I love this. It took me back down memory lane, and they launched it at the perfect time during the holidays. So this was definitely a shoe that I decided to wear to my just family Christmas party. But this is definitely in my top 10.
Can I be honest about something real quick?
Are you not a Home Alone fan?
No, quite the opposite. I'm a huge Home Alone fan. I wanted this shoe so bad. I took 2 L's on the shoe, on the drop. I went in on them. I went in for them on Confirmed. Confirmed did not show me love on this shoe. And like on Twitter,
Confirmed's temperamental with their love. They really are. God. It's a roller coaster really with them.
My jealousy is very real right now because I still want the shoe. I'm probably going to buy it off StockX, but one of the GOAT Christmas movie. The only other Christmas movie I think I will put above Home Alone is A Christmas Story. Like that to me is
That's
like
a good one. That's a good Christmas one too.
But
Letitia, you got them too? Letitia wore hers for Christmas. Yes, girl. I love that.
Thank you, Letitia, for rubbing it in my face as well. Thank you for flexing on me.
Everybody's just going to start like trying to send you photos now wearing their Home Alones.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Kari. This was definitely, though, a very much appreciated gift from the forum team and Adidas just for thinking of me. But
so good.
Very, very well detailed. I think they're just killing it with the forums this year. I definitely think that this is a shoe that they're pushing, and they're really starting to tell some good stories, and this Home Alone really nailed it. I think people were really happy when they received it, and it was one of those moments that we all shared and, reminiscing on when this actually first came out, and it was so good. Even, Home Alone 2 was amazing. I loved Home Alone 2 because it was set in New York.
Yeah, there you go, right? Set in your city, right? So, yeah, but I love Home Alone 2 as well. Really good. Except Donald Trump being in there. I'm sorry. Let me not get too controversial. Okay, let me stop. I'm done.
Not your favorite part. So what is your number 6, Kari?
Oh, funny enough, it's actually a forum.
A forum.
I really liked the Eric Emanuel forum highs that dropped this year. So really, really enjoyed those. I think there were a few of those, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There were a few. I
think so. I think there were a couple Eric Emanuel colorways that dropped.
You have the McDonald's. They did the McDonald's joint, I think. The All-American joint. Love those. Those are ones. Yeah, Eric Emanuel, incredibly talented guy. His shorts are the stuff of legend, of course. And his forums were absolutely incredible.
I feel like this colorway was like a colorway that was on a lot of people's lists. Let me just share my screen with everybody so you can see. I feel like this was one of the most popular colors that I saw that people were putting in their top 10 actually. But yeah, I really like the vintage kind of feel and look to this. They definitely did a great job on this collaboration.
So good. It gives me, I don't know what it is about this year when it came to sneakers and vintage, but like vintage, these give me such, the vintage vibes, the 84, right? That high cut. You think 1984 and you think every sneaker was like that high cut, high top type of sneaker. I'm going to be real with you, right? Let's keep it 100 in here. Like this is Shade TV. We're keeping it a buck. These should have been the Jordans. If Michael Jordan had his way.
Can you believe it? Mama told him no.
You know what I mean? If you know, you know.
It's interesting to see what would have happened if things had gone the other direction, and would this have been kind of the sneaker that everyone would be, so in love with. But I do think, people are loving the forums. A lot of my friends who are not big into sneakers, but, they like wearing sneakers, every girl I've talked to, they're all about forum lows. Somebody's asking me, actually, if the Home Alone forums are different than your average forum. Let me just grab my regular forum, and then I'm going to show you guys if I see any key differences on it. But I think it looks the same. Maybe... the texture is a little bit different. So let me show you this one next to this one. Do you see the 3 stripes? It kind of looks like they're thicker, like a little bit puffier.
It does, yeah. They look puffed
This looks
out.
a bit flat on the 3 stripes. So I definitely think that the texture is a little bit different. I also think that the quality of the leather is way better than the regular forums. This is not the same leather. This is definitely a higher quality leather that they went with on the Home Alone forums versus the just regular forums.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Very,
That's
very
what happens
good.
with collabs, though. You notice that they start to use higher quality materials, but also the price point is usually a little bit higher because you're paying for that nicer material that you have on your sneaker.
100%. Yeah. But it's worth it. I mean, if you're and what was the Home Alone? I mean, they didn't cost much. What were they, like 140-ish?
Yeah, they were on 140.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
not.
didn't pay for mine, so I
Oh,
know. I'm sorry, Car. That was a
I
humble brag. That
forgot.
was terrible. That was
I forgot
terrible.
who I was talking to.
Oh,
The Seed Queen.
the humble brags are
Oh,
coming out right now. Watch the Shade Gang
oh
just
man.
start saying humble brag, humble brag, humble brag.
Oh man. Listen, guys. So I've been sent a couple of shoes, but I live vicariously through Shade, through Maris. Can I call you Maris? Is that something I can
Yes,
call you?
yes. My
Okay.
little brother and
So,
sis call me Riss, or Rissa.
Maris, I
My
love it.
name is very hard for little kids to enunciate. That was one of the things I learned in my college days in this one course. They were like, Ma is very hard with Rissa to pronounce for little children, so they
Ah,
called me Riss.
Riss. Okay, I like it, but yeah, but hey, listen, humble brag all you want because you work hard, right? You work hard for this stuff, so you deserve. I'm really, really glad you
I'm
got it.
just humbled that, they thought of me for Christmas and knowing that I love this film so much. So just super appreciative to the Adidas team and happy that I've had this ongoing relationship with them and very happy to see what they are going to bring out for us next year. I think they've got a lot, planned, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I love that.
All right, everyone, we are hitting into our top 5. So I'm going to play
Go.
the video. We have gone halfway there. All right, so I went with number 5 as my Sakai Fragment LD Waffles. I know
Yes.
that they really killed us this year with dropping so many different colorways. The one that stood out the most to me, though, was the Fragment Sakai version. And I
Yes.
just think that this is a colorway that I can wear with so much. It's classic, it's gray. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this color scheme here.
No, I literally my number 5. Literally the next shoe on my list. Literally, I kid you not, the Sakai Fragment. So you're literally holding up your and my number 5 pick, which is
And
kind of
this
crazy.
color as well, huh?
No, but for real, I got
Wow.
quoted in Footwear News, and I literally I named the light smoke gray colorway. That was my favorite of the two. The blue was nice,
The
but
navy
I'm
was
going with
nice, but the gray was
yeah,
just something different. I mean, I
yes,
love the grays that they use, and obviously the material is a bit higher quality on there as well. So, and I've always been a fan of Fragment. Fragment keeps it pretty simplistic, and if you're a
yes,
Fragment fan, like you're not going to get something super crazy when it comes to the collaborations. But I think that Fragment and Sakai just did a really impeccable job partnering with Nike on this one.
agreed. Oh my goodness! And how much fun is Hiroshi Fujiwara to say, right? So that's just fun to
Uh,
say.
it
So
really is. Hiroshi Hujwara is fun. And I learned about him when I was actually modeling for Montclair for some time because they made us actually really get deep and down into the history for each of the collaborators that they had for the Montclair Genius pop-up. And that was kind of the first time all these models that were working with me, they're like, wait, you're going to make us memorize like what we're wearing? I'm like, yeah, you can do it, guys. You can do it.
yeah,
But yeah, Fragment was, one of their most popular collaborators that they had in the Genius pop-up. So I really just learned a lot. And also just having these collaborators actually show up and getting to
right.
meet them was also pretty crazy. But yeah, really just some fun moments, some fun history behind, Hiroshi and just what he's accomplished and brought through Japanese culture, but also American cultures is just pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, no, fantastic pick. You literally Read my mind.
Are
Love
we
the
going to go
shoes.
head to head now from 4 down? I'm like, watch Kari just be like, that's mine too. Wait.
I got some obscure stuff, and my number one. I'm gonna tell you, I know for a fact you don't have my number one. I bet money on that. You don't have my number one, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, let's see what my number 4 is. We'll see if we're on the same page with this one.
Yes.
All right, so I went with the Air Max 90 Bacon. So I've always been a fan of Air Max 90s. This was actually one of my favorite silhouettes when I really started getting into collecting sneakers. But, you know, obviously I didn't have the OG Bacon when that one came out. So when I saw that they were re-releasing pretty much the exact color scheme on this one, I had to have it. It was so cool. And the colors and just the vibe of this is so beautiful. The leather on this is top tier. Let me see if I can actually get you guys to see how nice that quality is there. But I am obsessed with these.
So good. Oh my gosh. Okay, another one off my list. I'm not gonna lie about that. So the pressure's on because, I mean, who didn't have Bacons on their top 10, right? I mean, it's like
It's a beautiful,
if you-
beautiful,
you
beautiful
know,
sneaker.
if you know, you know. You gotta have the Bacons on your list. You know, mine. I gotta find. God, you really make me want to like pick this up and go to my new place and start rummaging through boxes now. Because I'm like,
Don't do that, Gar. You don't want to backtrack and get lost in unpacking things.
I know, but this is just yes. I literally okay. Had the Bacons on my list. Had my Bacons, I believe, number 3, if I'm not mistaken. But such a good shoe. Classic story. Let's talk story for 2 seconds, right? I mean, Dave's Quality Meats, DQM.
He thought
right?
of this, though. I think he was saying, like, the night before, he was so stressed about coming up with a collaboration idea, and it just hit him. It was like, I want it to look like bacon.
Right. Crazy, right? When he got
And
a
it
sandwich,
really does when you think about it, right? Like, these are the colors of what a slice of bacon would look like.
literally, it's crazy, right? And it just, you know, and it's, you know, some of the most amazing sneakers I feel like I've seen in recent years literally came from like a really quick decision somebody made, or like them not taking a super long time. You know, like when you're being a creative, sometimes, I know you can feel me on this, we tend to get inside of our own heads so much, working campaigns, you know, working on different ideas and concepts. But sometimes it's like the simplest stuff. It's like the dopest stuff out there, you know? So the bacon just,
And he already had a store that kind of embolized that, so it just kind of made sense. It was so simplistic. He didn't need to do anything crazy with the design of the Air Max 90. He already had the perfect silhouette. It was just about choosing the right colors, and I think that this color combination is just so perfect. I love pink and red together, though. I don't know what it is about pink and red. I just think that they really are a great combo.
See, if a model said it, right, a professional model that really dresses, like you can really dress, right? Like, let's just put that out there. You can really dress. So if Marissa said that pink and red go, then damn it, pink and red go. It's
pink
a go.
and red go, yes. So what is your number 4, Kari? Since this is your number 3, you said, right?
Right, yeah, that was my number 3. So my number 4, something really, really different. We're going to have to look this one up again. This is really, really different, but I loved it when I saw him. Reebok did a collaboration with a brand called Cotweiler. So they did a shoe that's called the Hydro, the 3D Hydro. 3D Hydro. It looks like the pod from the movie Aliens that they slept in.
Oh, really?
I love this shoe so much. It was a Reebok.
Oh, it looks like they had a couple of colors. Is there a specific color that you liked?
The brown.
The
brown was the one for me. It was a brown colorway.
Let's bring this brown up and see if this is the one that you're talking about.
That's it. That's the one.
That's it. This is crazy looking, Kari. Wow.
So different. It's so different. And I was just like, when I saw it, I saw the shoe on foot. And, you know, we talk about how, like, with the ready-made, I was like, I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know what it was about the shoe, but I was like, I think I can pull this one off.
Someone has it too. Nicholas Gills has it. Look at that. You're not alone, Kari.
Legend. It was on his foot. It was
on
his
foot.
That's where I saw it. It was on his foot, and I was like, I gotta have this shoe. I gotta have it. Yep, that's the one right there. That was the one. So yeah, legend. That was the one right there, man. He said it's comfy, so cool, so obscure, so different. Yeah, so that's my number 4 there. That's the one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Never would have guessed that one, Kari. I'm not gonna lie. Never would have guessed that.
It's wild, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super wild, but something different. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, listen, don't give me your size and we send you a pair just to see if you can get the fit off, Marissa, okay? All right? We're cousins now. All right? We're low key cousins now. We're play cousins now, right?
Are we play cousins?
We're play cousins now. You grow up with play cousins, and so listen.
I have so many cousins. Did you see my story for the Christmas party I was at?
Yes.
Big family.
You got family. You got big. I love that. I come from a big family too, so I love that. I love
that. Pinoys, man. I grew up with a lot of cousins.
Good memories. Good times.
All right, so I don't have a video for this third one, but let me just pull it out here for everyone.
Marissa's dress, ladies and gentlemen. Comment for the dress.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I got my sparkles on here, everyone.
Let's go.
All right, so this actually I have no video for because I haven't shot it yet. It's hilarious. I'm like, where's the video that I made for this? And I'm like, oh, I haven't done the unboxing for this yet. I'm so behind. So I was talking trash, I know, about the Air Force One whites. So this is something, ladies, that's a little different. This is actually the Supreme collab, but this was the newest color that they released this year, and this is the Flax colorway. Mm-hmm. And I really, really love this color. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it till I had it in hand, but the materials on this are top tier. And this is just different. Like, I haven't really seen anyone rocking Air Force Ones in this shade, but this is just a nice, like, winter, fall kind of color scheme. What do you think about this, Kari?
I love them. Got a pair somewhere. Got the flax and the white. Didn't do the black because I like to choose peace and not violence. But so good. The materials really won me over with that shoe. Such good materials. Really, really good.
Such good materials.
Yeah,
look who just popped in here. Key to your soul. We got to shout out our Twitter spaces that we have on the 3rd. She gonna be in there with us. Yes.
Let's go, Key. Let's go. Key is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy.
We're not playing now, Kari, are we? So I love this colorway. I love that they finally mixed up outside of white and black, and they gave us this flax. I actually haven't worn this or unboxed it yet, so everybody stay tuned for my styling video on this. I'm so backed up. Like, overwhelming looking around me right now. I'm like, my whole room is filled with sneakers right now.
That's okay.
So your number 3, you said, was the Bacons, correct?
Was the Bacons. Yeah,
all right, everybody who's just hopping in, since Kari is moving right now, he doesn't have all the sneakers, but this is Kari's number 3, and I think this is just a solid pick. I'm obsessed with this.
Such a good pick. Oh my gosh. So good. So good.
All right. Number 2, Kari. We're just making waves here down to the last 2. This is my pick. All right, Kari. So my number 2 pick had to go to the Air Max 1 Pata Monarchs. I thought that this was one of the dopest Air Max 1s I've seen this year. I mean, this color is just so nice. The blue, don't get me wrong, the blue was nice too, but there was just something about this one that really just spoke to me.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really, really nice. You're talking my language. You're warm.
Getting warmer. Are we playing that game? You're getting warm. You're getting warmer.
Listen, classic. Let's talk about Pata for 2 seconds. I know we're getting down on the shot clock here, but listen, the Monarch Classic, it really was a toss up between these and the Aqua Noise. And a lot of people, I'm going to tell you, the Monarch was the one for me as well. Very, very beautiful sneaker, very well done. Pata as a brand, let's talk about them, right? Black owned business, legendary, incredible collaborations with Nike over the years. And the wave just, I mean, no pun intended, made waves. Did you get any of the other colors from the collection?
I did get the blue, so the aqua.
Okay, yep.
I did get that one. So I got those two. I decided to pass on the other two colors. I wasn't a fan. This was by far my favorite, and the blue came in a close second, but the red one,
no, I couldn't do it. Or the black.
Or the black. I don't know. I was bummed because these were two solid colors, and then when I saw the third and the fourth just leaked, I couldn't believe that those were the color combinations that they went with. But I have the blue here, so you guys can kind of see the two together. But I love them both. I think this one just, sold me a little bit more, but I'm not hating on this shade either.
Yeah, no, same. I think you really can't go wrong with either one. I actually got a whole outfit just to go with the blue. So it's really, really nice. Very, very clean. What are the comments saying about I know y'all better, first of all, let me tell you, comments, y'all better be hyping these up, all right? Because listen, what you looking at right now, if these are top 10, listen, I don't want to hear it. Listen, what are they saying right here? They need to get the Aqua. Somebody said they need to get
somebody wants to add. See, that's the thing is if you got one or the other, it's almost like you have to complete the two. No one cares about the other two colors. We just won't count those as the pack. This was the real pack right here.
That was the pack right there. What are we on, number 3?
We are actually, I'm down to my number 1, but this is your number 2. What is number 2 for you, Kari?
Okay, so number 2 for me, we kind of spoiled number 1, I'm not gonna lie, but number 2 was the Sacai Cause Blazer Low. Loved it.
Which color?
So I called it Fruity Pebbles, but it was like the purple with the blue swoosh.
Oh, the purple. I don't know. I actually may be able to pull this.
Let's go.
One second, Kari. Let me just go grab this purple one real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Y'all can talk to me while she's away. So what are y'all talking about? Let's see what we got. I want the black. Who said the black one is better? The black one is better than those? I don't know. Okay.
All right. Here we are. I got you, Kari.
There it is. That's it right there. Those are them. Yeah, number 2. Let me tell you, people slept on that Blazer Low. They slept on the brown. Was the brown a Sacai? I can't remember.
The Reed? Are you talking about the Reed color? The Reed was like the Reed had brown on it. Yeah, I actually am still waiting on that one, so we'll see. Okay. We'll see if I have time to do that unboxing one of these days as well. But I got all 4 colors.
Did you? Oh, that's incredible. That's
amazing.
All 4
colors.
It's bold, and I'm gonna tell you,
cause.
Yeah, with the double X, just a little hit of the double X, and I liked it so much. With the double tongue, the double swoosh, even the laces kind of look, like the double laces. Such a good shoe. This one challenges people. I like sneakers that do challenge people because again, like the ready made, that's a challenge for me. Mm-hmm. This one challenges you because you can't just throw this on with any old thing. You got to think about what you're going to rock with a shoe like this. You
had to go to the museum, Kari, here in Brooklyn and get the t-shirt because all those tees actually match each of the colors he launched with the Blazers. And I didn't realize it until I was folding clothes and I look at my t-shirt from the museum that I got and I was thinking to myself, this matches exactly. My cost was onto something. So you got to go pick up those tees so you can match these.
That's so dope. Dope. Yeah, I love this so much, and just with that pop of color, it's gonna catch the eye, right? People are gonna want to know what are those wherever you go, and it translates towards people if you're not super into sneakers. So salute, Shade got them. Y'all look her collection. Y'all know who Shade's collection is. So come on. Come
Someone
on, of
says the
course
Leahy
you are.
Crocs collab of the year. Listen, I would have added those on my list, but you know, it's I don't have them. So with some of my
Yeah,
sneakers, I have to have them in hand. Like I want to wear them, I want to feel them before I actually rank them. You know, in my top 10.
yeah, yeah. No, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
Those, oh, it still eats at me that I didn't get those Crocs. Every day I see a new photo in them, and the resale on them is just insane.
I want them so bad, but
Oh,
I'm not paying $800 for a pair of
for a
Crocs.
Croc, for a pair of Crocs. It's like, can we bring ourselves down to pay $800 for a pair of Crocs? I cannot do it. There is
No.
no way. So we are finally down to it, everyone. Thanks so much for joining Kari and I. We have made it to our number one pick of 2021. I am excited to see what your pick is, but I feel
Yeah.
like I know what it is already. Maybe, maybe not.
You may not. So I actually threw a curveball because I had a tie because I was like, okay, so let me just say my number one was the Aqua Noise Pata. That was my number one.
All right,
So
everyone. This is Kari's number one.
that was my number one. I had one other number one that I do have here with me. I was like, it was a
Okay.
tie. So this one, now this is the one I said I'm pretty sure I don't think you have it. So there is a coffee shop in Portland. It's owned by a former designer from Nike. Everybody calls him E-Weezy. He got a
Wheezy.
collaboration with Adidas on a ZX 5000, and this is that sneaker. This is the ZX 5000
Wow.
collaboration with Dead Stock Coffee. So I'm going to put this up here. They have the Dead Stock Coffee on the tongue. The actual shoe itself, it came in special packaging. So it actually came in this burlap sack. It's like a coffee sack that coffee beans go in. And so
Wow. How cool is that?
we did a whole collab with them. 150 pairs made only of this
Okay,
shoe.
150
Um,
pairs made only. How'd you get that, Kari?
these were actually gifted to me by a good
Humble
friend of mine.
brag. Humble brag.
Humble,
Humble
very humble,
brag.
very humble. Brad, but a good guy. My guy Stephen Green, he's in Portland, very well known with the brands and with Adidas, and so he gifted these to me with the. He gave me the shirt, he gave me some pins, and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, 150 pairs only of this shoe. A testament, to what you can do when you start from nothing and you really work your way up and you're passionate. So on the back, it has kind of the saying. Think you guys can see that. It
Coffee should
says
be
coffee
dope.
should be built. Yep. So
I
that's kind
love
of like
that.
the saying of them. And haven't worn these. Very grateful for them. But this was my tie for number one. These are really, really, really well done.
Nicholas is asking, why did you leave out the New Balance Bodega? So I actually did a New Balance top
Yeah.
10, and
Yep.
it is my fault that Kari left those out. It's not his fault. You can put that one on
Yeah.
me. It's all right.
Yeah. No, you did New Balance. Yeah, but amazing shoe. Obviously, the Bodega, amazing shoe for
You know,
sure. For sure.
Bodega definitely was, in my top five. So very
Yeah.
dope collaboration. I guess I'm ready for my number one. Here it goes, everyone. All right, Kari. So I decided to go with the Cdg Foam Posits. This was one of the
Oh.
craziest
Ooh.
silhouettes that I have seen in this design. And the foam posits, I've been wearing these everywhere lately, and they're so comfortable. And it's just such a sleek color. I didn't get this in white. I just got it in black. Maybe I'll
Mhm.
be able to get white discounted. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe. Maybe.
But these are so chic. And it's like a piece of art. I actually saw a photo of somebody. It was really funny. They took a picture next to a puddle. And it looked exactly like the puddle, the same rings.
Wow. That's
People
really
are
cool.
so
Like,
artistic.
yeah, that's dope. That's really dope. Wow. Okay. Love the shoe. Hated the price.
The
Hated the
price,
price.
all right, listen, the price was ridiculous.
Just
Thank
saying.
God for the quality on this bad boy, or else I
Yes.
would have been crying. The
Yes.
price was probably the least favorite thing I think that any of us had to say about this sneaker, but it is just so unique and so different. I had to just pull the trigger. Basically, like I paid resale for a sneaker, but I didn't. That was the retail price point.
Touche, you know, and I'm not mad at that. And that was the thing like I struggled with because I paid resale price for the Off-White Jordan 2 Low, you know, and a lot of money, you know. So I get paying for quality and paying for something you really, really want. I'm not gonna lie, I love the shoe. I went back and forth with the homie Jerlisa, you know Jerlisa, and you know we went back and forth because she was telling me that it's a great shoe and y'all don't know how to dress and y'all are broke, and she called me broke because I wasn't willing to.
Look at this guy. He left his wallet at Dover. Let me know. He says if someone found it.
Listen, you know, very nice shoe. Foam Posit, classic, love the design. I don't get, why is it that expensive? Is it the name?
Cdg. What? And you know, Comme des Garçons rarely goes on sale with some of their pieces. Rei Kawakubo has just made it in life, you know? It's like she could just charge whatever she wants for anything that she slaps her name on. And she has so many different diffusion lines. I mean, it's crazy how much money she has made within the past years. And this one was definitely the most expensive foam posit I think I've ever come across. I never thought a foam posit would cost over $500.
Oh. Oh
but gosh, it is beautiful. Like, I have to give it to her. I'm like, if it looked any other way, you wouldn't have taken my money. But you got me, Ray. You got me this time. You didn't get a grand, though. You didn't get a grand from me. I didn't go for both colors.
You didn't get both yet. Didn't get both yet.
I know.
Maybe you want a discount.
Maybe there's one left over at a store somewhere that no one wanted, you know, and they'll give me that 80% discount mark down that I like to see. We'll see. I don't know.
Hopefully you can find it. If I can find them on discount, I'll probably spin the block and grab them. You know,
someone's saying it was expensive because of the upper mold. I could see that this is a very intricate mold.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so the mold, and I think that's what Julissa said. The mold, they had to redo it. Fair piece on that.
And foams are already expensive in their own right, which I think is why they haven't been as popular of a silhouette to other sneakers. But this was a steep one, you know, but those Prada forums are coming out in January. I don't know. I'm going to have to splurge on those ones too.
What are those run about $600 or $700 or something?
Yeah, they're going to be up there. It's just like the Superstars because they were handmade in Italy. So they ran like around $600.
Ooh. If you like it, I love it, Shade. If you like it, I love it. I'm not mad at it. You know, I love it. No, that's a good one though. It's a beautiful shoe. It's a beautiful shoe.
Whew, I can't believe I just did 50 sneakers in the past few days.
Applause.
My brain is fried, everyone. I hope you liked every day of top 10s. If you missed out on any of them, be sure to go back and check those videos out. Kari, it was such a pleasure having you on for the first time. We'll definitely have you on the channel more in 2022. Excited for our first Twitter Spaces. That's actually going to be the first time I've ever joined a Twitter Spaces before, guys. Wish me luck.
Let's do it. Yeah, y'all come join. Come and
Twitter. Join, everyone. Yeah, I'm definitely going to post it in my community. So follow Kari. Let them know where they can follow you again, Kari.
Yeah, at SneakerPhetish, fetish with a PH, all one word on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
You know where to find Kari, Mr. SneakerPhetish himself in the building, holding it down with his top 10 collabs of 2021. Really great picks, Kari. I love how intricately detailed you were in your assessment on what was your top 10. I wouldn't have guessed probably 5 of them. So kudos to that. I'm glad we didn't play the guessing game with you because I would have lost.
No, I appreciate it. Same for you. And again, kudos to 50 sneakers in 1 week. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you find the time, but while we're in this chat right now, please give her some applause, some emojis, all that good stuff. Shout out to the family that's in here as well. I saw Nate in here. I saw Key in here. Legend. The family is in here as well. So
yeah, you got the whole fam in here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and joining us. Happy New Year as well to everyone. I hope that you get all the best W's in 2022. I also wish you happiness and health. I know that health is a major thing right now, and I'm just so blessed to have my health right now. And I just want all of you to stay safe tonight if you are deciding to go out and have some fun with your friends. friends and family, but wishing you all the best in this new year to come.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, be sure to hit that like as well if you haven't done that. Hit that subscribe. Be sure to follow the channel and go and follow SneakerPhetish as well on his platforms. Everyone, have an amazing New Year's Eve, and we'll catch you on the next video.
All right.